And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Morant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. And it's off from three-point range. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Bane against George. And it's George finishing it off.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bane. From outside the arc, Leonard no luck. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Knocked loose.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks the pass to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Morant. He can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Good work there as it goes.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And still possesses that blinding quickness. Wall, terrific at reading defenses and angles and just knifing himself inside.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Nice move. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Payne for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside, George. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
My, goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Wall kicks to Leonard. No dice from the high post.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
John Wall getting it done for the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Zubac finds Leonard. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
The 3 from Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Wall kicks to Morris. Outside for George. Morris a screen. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Crosses over. And the rejection by Zubac. Clippers leading by 5. Left side, George. And there's the pass to Zubac. And it's Morant with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Passes it to Jackson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Outside, Wall. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
All against Morant. Right side, Wall. Back to Morris. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. And Brooks, here we go. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Ball pass to Leonard. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Back to Wall. Will it go? And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Bane drives in. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Jackson kicks to Bane. There's a lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shoots it. Offensive rebound. Zubats kicks it out to Leonard. To the middle. George passes to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Second shot opportunity. A shot comes out. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been... All right, thank you, David. And folks...
The Clippers, 17. The Grizzlies, 21.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their stars.
And there it is for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jackson dishes to Powell. Kicks it out to Covington. For 3. Green with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. 4-point game. Floats it up for Williams. Jones finds Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside for Batum. Gets an open look and hits.
Batum getting the ball and just really relaxing on that, Jay.
90 seconds now into the second half. Jones against Jackson. There's Green with the 3. Clark. It's good on the putback. Clark's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Nobody near Williams. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell, the pass to Kennard. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jones with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And now an 8-point Grizzly lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Kennard for three. Sinks the triple.
That's impressive stuff as Kennard was out there from deep.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Jones looking for an opening.
2 minutes.
Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Outside Williams. Clark with it. Defended by Batum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 1:46 left to play in the third. Jones against Jackson. Kicks it to Batum. Wide open. And he hits the jumper for 2. And now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Well, Batum making the most of that opportunity.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Jones, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
It's Jackson with the drive. Count the basket.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. .34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Jackson looking it over. Here he goes. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Green, the pass to Jones. From deep three-point range. And it's Green missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunity.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level as he scores.
In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Paul George.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant drives in. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Powell. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Wall passes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. to tie it up. The Clippers keep it alive. No good that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. From past the arc. Brooks kicks to Morant. Jackson a screen on George. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. George looking over the floor. Takes a 3. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And an intentional foul right there. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for foul.
First team.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Morant outside. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. They get the rebound. Zubac kicks to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. The tray, and good, coming off the assist by Wall.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
To the left wing. Paul George with the steal. Leonard finds Morris. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard inside. 6 on the shot clock. To tie it up. And the layup good by George. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Paul George stepping up big time.
And here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And then Morant slams it in.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Wall, and he goes big with the top right over John Morant.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments.
Now here's Morant for 3. That shot off the mark. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside Leonard. From downtown. Here's Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Morant drives in. Money!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Leonard missing.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
8 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
From deep. And with the miss. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
2 shots.
And Morant drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Now here's Morant. And here's Adams. Jackson for 3. Russell with the rebound. Towns with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. The rebound by Jackson. Brooks with it. Russell covering. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Prince. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Towns on a screen. Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Pass to Prince. Edwards with it. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Morant on the take. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Morant against Russell. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Minnesota has possession. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Russell, the pass to Edwards. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Bane. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Down low. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
And then Morant with the jam. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Towns goes in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Wow, that is impressive mobility for a big man. Defenders have got to be aware of Karl Anthony on the drive.
And so Towns nails them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Russell against Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Outside Edwards.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top three. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. He buries it from three. Towns has got 5 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
And then Morant with the jam. Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Towns. Puts up a three. And another three from Minnesota. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
From outside the arc. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
From deep, Morant. And it's Morant again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Outside Bane. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Back to Morant. That's tipped. Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him. Pass to Russell. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint. Apparently, he didn't appreciate giving up points.
I mean, just throws it down right in the man's face. Outside Russell. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Edwards. He missed it. Now 3 for 7. Memphis trailing here. Outside for Morant. Good work defensively by Russell for Minnesota. They've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
And the dunk by Jackson.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Russell with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Towns has got 12 points now in the quarter. Now Morant. He's got 12. Morant with the slam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Over Bain. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. He has 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Now here's Jones. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Outside, Green. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Clark with the slam.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Pass to Noel. And here's Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so he hits both. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 9-point game. Left side Jones. And Williams punches it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Here's Noel. He's got 5. Inside. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Puts it in off the killer crossover. Williams with the screen. Here's Jones. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. McDaniels passes to Anderson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Jones. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pure from 3-point range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The drive by Rivers, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Williams with the screen, throws it up high, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's Rivers. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Noel. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Offensive board. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Rivers. Pass to Reid. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Outside Jones. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Noel. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Reid and stolen by Clark. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Here's Noel. He's got 5. Tries the spin move. Here's Rivers. Plenty of space. The shot, no good.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis, they've got John Conchar, also Tyus Jones out there, Green out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4 slot. Adams, and a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. With the drive, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it.
And then Morant with the dunk. The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Morant against Russell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Russell against Morant.
Morant with the slam! So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Morant finds Adams. Back to Morant. Jackson on the wings. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Over to the left wing. Towns down low. Pounded by Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Now here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 3-point Memphis lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And then Morant with the jam. Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Here's Edwards. Deflected. Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Morant with the bucket.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Towns for 3. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Outside Morant. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Here's Morant.
Morant with the slam! Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Pass to Towns. The 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Jackson.
Yeah! And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Count it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings it within one.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Morant, the shake. Money!
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
Edwards finds Towns. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Towns for three. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Grizzlies who...
great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. A shot by Paul, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Adams. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Booker. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Morant. Not going to go that time.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Lock at 6. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. So good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Paul finds Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. It's rebounded by Memphis. And stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Out to Brooks. Here's the 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Here's Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Adams with the slam.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now Morant, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. He shoots again, tries again. Adams' shot is off.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Good chance here for Booker. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
1:06 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Paul. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. Now the pass to Johnson. Feeds it to Bridges. Paul against Morant. And it's Paul scoring on a gorgeous play.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Morant outside. Going in. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my.
And, man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now Booker. He's got 5. Paul outside. The 3 from Johnson. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Morant.
Oh, nice finish. This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Sun. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Fires the 3. It's stolen by Johnson. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul's running. Launches the 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Outside, Dane shoots the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Payne. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Passes it to Booker. 3-pointer. Phoenix, no good that time either. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Suns leading. The dish to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Here's Morant.
Oh, my goodness. Man. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. .151 left to play in the first half. The rejection by Paul. They get it back, and Adams kicks to Bain. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals. A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Kicks it out to Booker. This one for three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's lost.
Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
The drive by Paul, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson banked in off the glass. And now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Booker with a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bain. Misses from close range. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good.
Clever defender.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns ahead, up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside for Jackson. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Adams has got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Three-pointer, Crowder bangs home the trifecta. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Jones against Crowder. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Shamet. Pass to Landale. Crowder with it. Williams picks him up. Shot by Crowder, no good. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Lee finds Shamet. It's rebounded by Memphis. Right side, Green, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Shamet uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 4.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. Floats
it up for Williams. And the layup is good.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded closer. Payne kicks to Crowder. And he banks in the layup. Crowder's got 5 points so far. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time was when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Shamet driving to the basket.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Lee with the steal. Here's Landale, defended by Jones. Here's Shamet, and he comes up with the deuce. And now an 8-point Suns lead.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Jones from outside buries it from 3-point range. 7 points in the game.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Payne in the post, defended by Jones. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Williams. Outside, Jones floats it up for Williams. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. And slam dunk by Clark.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Payne. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Concho. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Ayton. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
It's Morant with the drive.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Morant's gone an even 50% from the field, shooting 6 for 12. Paul passes to Bridges. For 3, Booker. Bridges. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis trailing here. Here's Brooks. Out to Morant. And Memphis with another turnover here.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
The Suns shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Paul kicks to Ayton. The pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Booker, he feeds it to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Morant against Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And he can't hit the second. Phoenix leading by 3. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Booker in the corner. Shot from 12. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Booker. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
I think you could sense it, that trip up the floor. Paul was looking for his own shot, and he got it.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
With 3, Booker trains it from beyond the arc.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
All free throws good from Morant.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Paul. Dishes it to Johnson.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Brooks. Bridges with some nice defense.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Booker. Bridges outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, a national champion in college. Bridges has also played in the finals. So Miguel is built for pressure moments like this.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And Booker gets to Ayton. Nice move, and he sinks the layup.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Yes!
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Paul passes to Booker. Back the ball. Johnson surveying the floor. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Wall against Morant. Here's Leonard. Driving inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And then Morant with the dunk.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Wall. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
The kick out to Morris. Back to Wall. Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Steven Adams. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smith.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Wall against Morant. Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now here's George. The kick out to Wall. Wall drawing the double. Bain against George. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 6 points.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Here's Morant. Got a hand on it. Wall against Jackson. Wall finds Leonard. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Back to Wall. 5 on the clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And the Clippers have possession, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And the jam by George.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
To the paint. Here's George. And the jam by George.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
And here's Morant outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Morant's got 13.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
George passes to Leonard. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Zubac. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Morant against Wall. Morant with the slam!
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
George for 3. Can't hit that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's George. He has 6. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. No good there. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Wall against Bane. Wall, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Brooks drives in. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
From deep, Morant. And the 3-pointer goes. Morant's got 18.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
Wall, the pass to George. Out to Leonard. The 3-ball. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
At the line for Memphis, John Morant.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even...
The previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Banked it in off the glass. Morant's got 22.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Bane, pass to Adams. He gets it in there. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got 8. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Late.
I saw it. Wow. And he saw it. You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Here's George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one. 1:02 left in the first half. Jackson with a screen on Wall. And it's Morant missing.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. George outside. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. They get it back. Zubac. Second chance shot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Oh, he airballs the triple. That one was way off.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
George finds Zubac. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
The Clippers, 25.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
On the wing, Green. 3-pointer. Here's Clark. That one off the back iron and out.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Kennard outside. Takes a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Clark outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Clark. Soft touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Jackson can't get it to go. Well, Memphis shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Jones. From behind the arc. Williams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Kennard. No good on the triple. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Williams with it. Jackson in his pocket. Green, the pass to Williams. Batum against Jones. Launches it. Kennard can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Powell. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Powell's gotten his first points in this one.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That's good from Jones. Jones hits them both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jackson down low, working on Jones. That one's good for 2.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
That's good from Jones. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Powell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
What gritty determination. Love watching Norman Powell stay with his shot and get the call.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Now here's Morant. 24 points for him. The 3 ball drains the triple. Morant's got 27.
Gotta honor Morant's 3 ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Out to Covington. Back to Jackson. Four on the clock. This one for 3. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And the dunk by Jackson.
For a guy his size, Jaren has such a quick first step. Gets to the rim in a hurry.
Batum with a screen on Morant. Pass to Batum. Here's Covington. Powell outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shakes him. And the layup by Morant. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 31.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
There's Jackson with the 3, and that's not going to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Left side, Morant. Shoots over Wall. And it's Memphis with another.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Wall, no good. The Grizzlies shooting at a very efficient 67%. Outside for Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
George for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bain. Jackson outside. Now here's Morant. Wall covering. In transition, here they come. Leonard outside. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Bain against George. Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Leonard outside. Fires in the triple.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Leonard against Brooks. Outside Bain. Adams a screen. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Leonard passes to George. Beyond the arc. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. A minute 50 left in the final quarter. Here's Morant.
Come get it, come get it.
An easy 2 on the layup. Morant's got 42 in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Outside Wall. Second chance effort. Pass to George. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Well, the Clippers shooting just 38% here in the fourth. 44 seconds left in the game. And it's Wall again missing. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. Outside for Morant. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Wall for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And he converts the layup. Prince has got the first points up on the board for Minnesota.
Boy, nice strong finish that time by Taurean Prince.
Morant against Russell. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Right side, Edwards. Russell kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
They get it back. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Prince. Connects from three-point range. Prince has got 5.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. Prince outside. Out to Russell. Left side, Towns. Outside, Edwards. 6 on the shot clock, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the rejection by Towns. To the inside, stolen by Brooks. Edwards against Bain. Jackson passes to Bain. Fast break, Minnesota. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, one of the things the team has confidence with Prince in is finishing on the break.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And it's Memphis on the break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Floats it up there for Morant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Outside, Russell. Over to the left wing. And it's Towns penetrating. Adams, some nice D.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Rams, they get it back. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell against Morant. Gobert the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Jackson finds Morant. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain, and There's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Morant against Russell. And Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
The kick out to Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. It's a sign of a skilled offensive player.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Clark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Brooks dishes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Towns, a screen on Bain. Towns, no luck. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Morant left side. The 3. He can't hit that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Russell feeling it out a bit outside Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 5 now.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Russell against Morant. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Towns kicks to Gobert. Edwards passes to Towns. The 19-footer is on the money. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Towns with the steal. It's Edwards on the wing. The kick out to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Towns for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brooks, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Towns.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Russell with it. Now defended by Bane. Towns, the pass to Russell. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got his second basket.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Out to Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, my, what a play.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Towns wide open. No good on the three. Adams, the pass to Bane. Back to Adams. John Morant has been leading the charge.
The Timberwolves, 22.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Tyus Jones, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jones finds Clark, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Noel passes to Reed, fades away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Williams, a screen on Anderson. Down low, got a piece of it. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Noel, no good. Memphis leading. Clark right side. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Forbes the pass to Noel. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Jones. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
For 3, Forbes. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Reed. The layup missed. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Kyle Anderson. The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kicks it to Forbes. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Williams with the ball. The pass to Clark. Here's Conchard. Reed with the rebound.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Jones. And here are the Grizzlies now. Lobbed up there for Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Anderson outside. Passes it to McDaniels. Now Reed. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to Williams. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Noel passes to McDaniels. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Noel's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Jones looking for an opening. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Jones has got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Misses the three. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves trail by 11. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Morant against Russell. Oh, man! What a finish!
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And here's Prince outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Russell against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now.
Oh!
My goodness. Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Russell kicks to Towns. And there's the pass to Gobert. Prince outside, just 5 on the clock. And that one drops.
Every now and then, Prince will simply go off. He's been a focal point of this offense tonight.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bane. Jackson dishes to Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Edwards passes to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Edwards kicks to Towns. It's up a 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Pass to Morant. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
To the inside. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Morant for 3. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards looking it over. And they recover it. Gobert the pass to Prince. He kicks it to Edwards. A three-pointer, no good. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Launches a 3. Bane for 3. Gobert pulls it in. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Outside Edwards. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had
Offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. And so here's Phoenix after the basket by Memphis. Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Johnson, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Paul. And it's in, off the glass.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score. Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges passes to Booker. Back to Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
From deep, Johnson. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Here's Brooks. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. And it's Brooks missing. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. There's the triple. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Paul. Bridges has got 5.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Great open look there. He's got 5.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Unloads from 13. And that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Up top, Paul. Pounded by Morant. The kick out to Johnson. Bane against Booker. Outside Paul. Oh, stolen by Morant. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early. Get up to throw down.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Paul to the inside and stolen by Bane. Up top Morant. He's got 12. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. Guarded by Morant. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Here's Brooks. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Bridges. Pass to Aiden. Bridges outside. Adams grabs the miss.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Brooks from outside. They grab their own miss.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
That shot missing. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 2. Nope.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the center position.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Paul passes to Aiden. Bridges outside. The 3. Counted from distance. Bridges has got 8 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Morant. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
He goes up. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Booker for three. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Bridges misses.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Outside Paul. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
More signs of Bridges' hard work in the offseason paying off in his jump shot.
Here's Morant. Driving the
Yes, sir.
Oh, my!
Throw that one up, Todd. What a play. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Booker, good.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Morant against Paul. Hauled in by Paul.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Booker fires from way outside. And the Suns get another 3.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jams.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Booker fires from way outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Morant, no good. The Suns have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Booker's got 24 points.
Booker, a fantastic shooter when he's got his feet underneath him. He's one of the best in the league.
Puts up a 3. And it's Morant again missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. From deep, another 3 for Phoenix. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Now Morant, 25 points in the game. Outside Bane. To stop the run, and he takes it up and lays it in.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And Booker puts up a deep 3.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it.
Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. We'll be right back with you shortly. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Outside Bain. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Memphis. Outside Jones. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Payne with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Back to Payne. Puts it up from 12. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Now here's Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Jones hits them both. Well, the Suns shooting at a very efficient 67%. Payne pass to Sharic. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Back to Payne, just 5 to shoot, and Clark with a block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Shot clock at 2. Shamet, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting 56% today. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. With the crossover, pass to Shamet. Here's Sharic. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Green, the pass to Clark. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Suns leading. Here's Shamet. Pass to Sharic. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Jones. Here's Green. Puts it up from 15. And the shot's good. Green's got his first 2 points.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Crowder, he's checked in for Sharic. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Landale, pass to Shamet. 4 on the clock. Here's Lee. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Williams in the post, covered by Crowder. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. To the middle. Here's Landale. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Brandon Clark. And the first one at the line is good. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Mikal Bridges comes in for Lee. Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne. Williams passes to Jones. Phoenix grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier. For 3, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 30 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. Superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Tipped. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Drops in the 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Paul against Jones. Pass to Landale. Back to Paul. Out to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Williams a screen on Paul. Jones from outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Outside Johnson. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Driving in. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
A line change here for Memphis. And the Suns also making a change. Ayton's checked in. Right side Moran. To the paint. Oh, Paul with the block.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Jackson the screen. And there's the lob and the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
For three, Booker. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns ahead. They're up by 11. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your
and we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And here are the Grizzlies now. 11-point game. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
It's Bridges on the wing. Booker fires from way outside. Brooks with the rebound. And Memphis shooting around 53%, a nice number. Here's Bain. What a terrific move that is.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Booker against Bain. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Stolen by Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Suns lead by 8.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Outside Morant. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Morant's got 33 points.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they battled back.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Three-pointer Brooks. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
The kick out to Johnson. For 3, Booker. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Morant with it. Fires the 3. Brooks finds Morant. 4-3. Back to Brooks. Pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And there's 1:45 left in the 4th. Here's Morant. And he drives in. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game. Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Bain pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Booker. Stolen by Bain. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Jackson. It falls!
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Booker fires from way outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Morant.
Yes! Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And the Suns call time here. They trail by 4. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game.